Hey everyone, Tony Walsh. Welcome back to Walsh Farms. It's Saturday, so that means it's time for another garden update. So let's get busy. I've been complaining that these tomatoes wouldn't turn, and these are turning. And remember, these are my vine-ripe tomatoes straight from the grocery store, cut open, dropped the seeds in. So they have produced some big-sized tomatoes, and they have now turned. And as a matter of fact, they have started splitting because we've had so much rain that I'm fixing to have to pick several of them. So I'll bring you back in just a moment. Hey, I'm using my Vaunt Milo kitchen scale, and remember, I've got a video on the review of that. So look at Vaunt and look at their kitchen scales. But this is the first harvest of my vine-ripe tomatoes from the grocery store. And it is 75.59 ounces. 75.59 ounces. And now these won't count for my Gladiator, I think it's the Gladiator 3 challenge, because those two tomato plants died. So this weight will go towards my overall SHEDWARS weight, but not for Gladiator 3. But it's time to start eating more maters. I wonder who this young lad is right here. Has Robert from Homestead Aquarius, have you sent a spy over to check my garden out? Okay, for those of you that know me, know I've switched jobs and I'm driving 40 minutes each way to and from work. So some evenings I'm working a little bit later because I'm enjoying my job and I'm not getting home in time to really get out in the garden before it gets too late to video. So obviously you're looking at our harvest for tonight because we couldn't video it because it was already pitch black dark outside. So here we have green bell peppers, we have tomatoes out of our raised beds, mini eggplants out of our raised beds, jalapenos, some of them are out of a pot, and then some of them are out of the garden. And then here's the vine-ripe tomatoes. Y'all saw the clip earlier where we started picking vine-ripe tomatoes. And so here's our second picking of vine-ripe tomatoes. And you remember, these are the ones from the grocery store. We went and cut open, poured the seeds in a pot to grow the starts. And the vine-ripe tomatoes, again, don't know the variety. John from TEAMWILLITGROW says they're probably determinate tomatoes, and they look like they are because I don't think anything else is going to grow back. But these tomatoes are the size of a baseball and bigger, and they are heavy. So as far as SHEDWARS, I like the volume, and I like the weight. But I'm going to be honest with you, they don't taste as good as that one right there. Which I don't remember the variety of that one either. But that one tastes better than this here. So as far as
beef steak.
Okay, so Jackie says that's beef steaks. And honestly, we're picking them a day, maybe 2 days early, because we're getting so much rain that we are having tomatoes split. See, it's not on the bottom, it's on the sides. They're just soaking up so much moisture from the rain. We're picking them early and letting them ripen in the house to keep them from going bad on the bush. Again, now these vine-ripe tomatoes, I'm not getting to count towards the Gladiator challenge because the two plants that I had picked out died. So it's going to my overall weight, but not my Gladiator weight. Now, another tip to look at here is these mini eggplants. We have let them get away from us. Some of them are a little bit old, but Jackie will still slice them up, put them on a pizza. We'll put them in eggplant parmesan, and that'll soften them up. But really what you want to do, and here's a tip on eggplants. Let me get a different one. Here's a good one. Almost the same size, but you can see the difference in color. The one on the left right here is when they should be picked. This one has waited a little bit too long. Now, it feels just as good feeling-wise, and that side's not as bad as that side there, but they're best picked when they still got that sheen on there. So that's a tip with eggplants. So I told you a second ago what Jackie does with the mini eggplants. Well, here, and if you remember last year, we made some pear relish using our sand pears, but we didn't have enough between making the pear relish last year and these pear halves that Frank from Frank and Tina so rightly loves. You can see pear halves right there. We didn't have enough sand pears, so we had a friend with a Asian pear tree that we went and picked those pears. And no, I'm not going to use that weight towards SHEDWARS. And the Asian pears are a little bit softer than the sand pears, so my pear relish is a little runny. So it's fine mixed with tuna fish, which I'm going to carry to work tomorrow. So instead of pickle relish, it has pear relish. So, but I wouldn't want to put that on a hot dog bun because it would just make the bun soggy. So I'm going to have tuna fish and saltine crackers for lunch tomorrow. Now, I think I've already showed you where we picked okra, and I mowed the okra field down. And I am not a big okra fan. I do eat it in soups. I will eat it in stewed tomatoes on top of my rice, but as far as eating okra by itself, like whether it's fried or whatever, I'm just not a fan of it. But Jackie has pickled some okra, and it is our okra, it is our jalapeno, and we did not grow the garlic, that's store-bought garlic, but it's our okra and our jalapeno. So I'm going to turn the camera around here, give it to Jackie, and I'm going to try one of these things, and you're going to get to see my facial expression for whatever it is. Now, John loves these things. He eats them just like I eat pickles. But I'm going to let y'all see what this looks like. Okay. Alright, so got a fork. Now, normally the pickle jar, I just use my fingers because I'm the only one that eats pickles, but since they're eating this, I'll do the nice thing. I'm obviously picking out one of the small ones, so here goes. Honestly, it's not bad. For me, the jalapeno is a little bit too strong, but as far as the okra itself, it almost tastes like a kosher dill pickle, except for I can taste that last little bite at the end. So while I would rather have pickled beets and pickles in a pinch, I'd probably chow down on a few of these. Okay, so what have we done else with some of this for? I think I'm up to 480 something pounds, almost 500 pounds of stuff grown in the garden this year. So what else have we done? Well, we have vegetable soup, and again, some of the things have been bought store-bought, so not all this is stuff from our garden, but we have vegetable soup. Here is watermelon pear watermelon rind preserves. Let's see, some more of the pear relish we just talked about. Spaghetti sauce there. What have we got here?
Spaghetti sauce.
More spaghetti sauce. And sweet banana pepper rings, so those are all ours. And then back here is 2 more jar of pickles. And that's what else we've using all of our garden produce for. So that's going to end this garden update video. Hope you enjoyed it. We're behind, but we're trying to play catching up. So with that, if y'all like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you're a viewer and not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified of future videos. And if you don't mind, I appreciate you watching all the ads. If you didn't watch them all on this video, the next time you watch a video, watch all the ads for me. But really, just your support in watching is really all that's necessary. So until the next video, y'all take care and God bless.